For the past millions of years, planet Earth has witnessed a lot of massive flying creatures, with some dwarfing an F-16 supersonic fighter jet in terms of wingspan. About 66 million years ago, during the late Cretaceous period, 70% of all these massive creatures went extinct. Though these creatures took to the skies, they were not birds, they were pterosaurs, also known as flying lizards. After the mass extinction, the absence of these creatures gave way for birds to fully dominate the skies and eventually become the dominant flying creatures. Among all the birds on planet Earth, one specific type of bird remains the greatest intercontinental cruiser of the avian society. In a single lifetime, this bird can travel distances of almost 8 million miles. In a clear perspective, a lot of humans have not been able to travel over 400,000 miles in their entire lifetime. It can live up to 60 years in the wild and has the largest and the widest wingspan of any living bird. When fully grown, this bird can weigh up to 13 kilograms. This is the wandering albatross. The wandering albatross is one of the most iconic seabirds, known for its impressive size, endurance, and majestic gliding capabilities. Wandering albatrosses are known to travel immense distances, sometimes ranging up to 6,200 miles in a single hunting journey. Now, to put this into perspective, this is the equivalence of an average human traveling from one country to the other just to buy a cup of coffee for breakfast. One of the greatest features of the wandering albatross is its immense wingspan, which can range between a staggering 10.2 feet to 11.5 feet in an average individual. Some exceptional individuals have been recorded with wingspans reaching an astonishing 12.1 feet. To put this in a different perspective, the length of a single wing of the wandering albatross is the same as the height of a fully grown man. This feature enables the bird to effortlessly glide over vast expanses of ocean for hours, covering great distances in search of food. Now, the scientific name of the wandering albatross, Diomedia exulans, pays homage to the Greek hero Diomedes, known for his brave exploits during the Trojan War, and the Latin term exulans, which translates to wanderer or exile. These designations reflect the bird's penchant for long-distance oceanic journeys and its nomadic lifestyle. The wandering albatross is predominantly found in the southern hemisphere, residing in the frigid and wind-swept regions of the Southern Ocean. These areas include South Georgia, the Crozet Islands, and the Kerguelen Islands, and other remote islands within the vicinity of Antarctica. The wandering albatross is undoubtedly a great seafarer. To conserve energy during long flights over the open sea, the wandering albatross employs a technique known as dynamic soaring. As the term goes, this technique involves exploiting the contrast in wind speed and direction at different heights above the ocean surface. By seamlessly transitioning between different air layers, the albatross can harness the energy of the wind to maintain its flight, covering immense distances with minimal effort. Although the wandering albatross is known for its gliding prowess, it also utilizes efficient flapping techniques when necessary. When taking off or during periods of active flight, the albatross employs powerful rhythmic wing beats to gain altitude or maneuver through changing wind patterns. This intermittent burst of flapping, combined with its gliding capabilities, allows the albatross to adapt to diverse environmental conditions, including turbulent ocean winds and unpredictable weather patterns. It also has an adaptive wing locker that allows it to keep its wings stable when gliding. The wandering albatross also has a lightweight skeleton, facilitating its exceptional gliding abilities. Wandering albatrosses undertake extensive migrations across the southern oceans, often circumnavigating the globe in search of food. These journeys can cover thousands of miles and last for several weeks, highlighting the species' unparalleled endurance and navigation skills. As to how powerful and perfect the flight of a bird can be, it all depends on a term known as wing loading. This is equal to the body mass of a bird over the wing area. Birds with the least amount of wing load are generally powerful lift generators. The albatross is not excluded from birds with the least wing loading on planet Earth. To sustain prolonged flights over the vast and often turbulent Southern Ocean, the wandering albatross has evolved several adaptations that allows it to conserve energy and endure the harsh conditions of its environment. One such adaptation is its ability to store large amounts of energy in the form of fat reserves, allowing it to survive long periods without food. Additionally, the albatross has a specialized salt gland located above its nose that enables it to expel excess salt absorbed from its marine diet, ensuring its survival in the salt-rich ocean environment. Wandering albatrosses are renowned for their elaborate courtship rituals, which often involves complex dances and displays of their impressive wingspan. Once an albatross finds its breeding partner, they stay loyal to each other for the rest of their lives. This lifelong mutual relationship usually lasts almost 50 years. This is nearly 80% successful than most human marriages. These pairs reunite annually at breeding sites to raise a single chick. The female typically lays a single egg, and both parents contribute to the incubation and rearing of the chick, a process that spans several months. Now, the average lifespan of humans is 72.6 years. Common pigeons, also known as rock pigeons, tend to live for 3 to 5 years. Bald eagles enjoy a long life expectancy, with some individuals living up to 30 years in the wild. The wandering albatross is capable of living up to 60 years in the wild. Despite their seemingly boundless ability to traverse the oceans, wandering albatross populations face various threats, primarily stemming from human activities. Factors like overfishing, pollution, and the accidental capture in fishing gear pose significant risk to these magnificent creatures. For the past couple of years, a lot of plans have been put in place to prevent the wandering albatrosses from hazards.